So, I'm going to tell you the drawing advice that changed my life. Now, I know that sounds like clickbait, but stay with me, I'm going to tell you a story. In the last 11 years, my brain has been all over the place. I'm not going to tell you sob stories because nobody needs that, but let's just say I've been fighting with the black dog for a long time. The creativity stops, like you got blindsided by a truck. Boom. Done. After a while, I got to the point where so much anxiety surrounded my ability to create, like it was a big ball of scribbles that I couldn't unravel. I wanted to do the things. I thought about it a lot and bemoaned the fact that I was doing nothing. I thought that I hadn't picked up a paintbrush in so long that when I did, I'd create such rubbish that I'd be ashamed of myself. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. So I'm going to give you some tips. Number 1. Start. There are lots of things you can do to make your creative life better, but we tend to spend a lot of time thinking and planning rather than doing. The tomorrow I'm gonna plan, the when I've got X, Y or Z I'm gonna, you know the ones I mean. We all think that certain things need to be in place before we can get started. A friend of mine was doing a course at uni and she practically glowed when she talked about it, so I jumped in with both feet and enrolled myself in the same course for the following year. It was a nail-biting step. It was something I was really passionate about but had very little technical knowledge of. Once I was committed, there was no way back. It was incredibly tough to take a step forward each day when all I really wanted to do was sit in a dark room with the big black dog and my divorce for company. But I made it. I was immensely proud of myself for beating the doubt from both myself and others around me. And the pressure had given me purpose again. And now I have a master's degree in puppetry. Take that, you menacing little hound. Number 2. Let go of perfection. The big stumbling block for me had been fear of failure. I didn't want to see how bad I was. But then my parents found a pile of my old schoolwork in their attic. I laid it all out and my dad said, "Look how far you've come compared to your 15-year-old self." And I realised that I was putting myself into a competition with myself. And I tend to do that. I know that other artists are better than me and I don't care, good for them. But am I better than I was last week? That's what bothers me. But I realised that even if my work was really dreadful in my eyes, the only one judging it was me. And who said that I had to show anyone? Everything's reversible. Nothing has to be public. You can erase, paint over, unpick. And in fact, can you show me a painting that doesn't have at least 3 layers of wrongness before the artist was happy with it? In fact, I'm kind of fascinated with that wrongness. I love looking at the preparatory drawings and underpaintings of famous artists because you get to follow and dissect their thought patterns. Nothing's perfect. Everything in art is subjective, so leave your inhibitions at the door and have fun with it, because enjoyment in the process is, after all, the whole point. Number 3. Draw. Draw every time you get the chance. Doodle when you're on your phone to your mother. Take a sketch pad out on your lunch hour and draw the people on the other side of the cafe eating their sandwiches. Discreetly, obviously. I first got the bug for drawing as a teenager living in the middle of Nowheresville. I drew all the band shots in the music magazine that I regularly bought. Practice is so important. One trick is to pick something simple and draw it every day in a way that will track your progress. Who cares if after 2 months you've got a sketchbook full of plants or chairs or faces? I'll guarantee you that the last few will be massively better than the first few. Again, who has to see it? Nobody. Like I said in the speed drawing class last week, it'll be rubbish. But it doesn't really matter. It's about gaining confidence in yourself. So just start. Thinking about building a house won't build the house. Pick up one brick at a time, and one day you'll step back and go, "Wow, look at that, I did that." Like my puppetry. If you know you love it, focus on it, practice, and if you trip over, find out why you tripped over and get up again, because I believe in you. Hearing your thoughts is really important to me. Knowing I've helped makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside like a hot chocolate laced with marshmallows. So subscribe to my channel, join the email list, come and find me on Instagram at YellowL76 and tell me all about it. I want to help you become a more relaxed and confident artist, so ask me anything. Show me your work and ask me for help if you're brave enough. I'm looking forward to it.